What's a husband skill that every husband must have? Using the stud finder on himself. Beep 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 beep. Found it, honey. Ready to mount. I usually go with ready to be nailed or screwed. Chef kiss. Dad jokes. Knowing when she's just hungry and needs a snack. Hell yeah. We've gone from full-blown arguments to casual discussions with nothing changed except a tasty cake. We call it the Wolverine. The Wolverine comes out when she's hungry. The Wolverine is dangerous. We call it hangry. For me, my husband feels like the other half of my heart. I can tell him anything, and he won't use it against me or make fun of me. This is very important, because I was bullied in school. He's my safe place. I know the whole world may crash around us, and we will be there, hugging each other. That's a beautiful sentiment. Cheers to you both. Listening. My spouse literally ignores me until I go to the other end of the house, and then she has stuff to say. I then get accused of not listening. That's definition of marriage. Two people in different rooms shouting what at each other. Also, you both discuss what should be for dinner until you die from hunger. Patience. Thread is complete. I don't know. I'll wait for more responses. I don't have time for that. Listen to listen. Do not listen to fix. They do not want you to fix it. Just listen and understand. Edit. I think I accidentally replied to someone instead of a general comment, but the point stands. Not F other women or men. Is blowing bobber off the table, under the table, or under a desk? Be able to decipher if your partner wants an opinion, a solution, or just a listener when they start venting. My wife almost always wants a listener, sometimes an opinion, and hardly ever a solution. To be fair, as a woman who date men, I promise you plenty of guys are the same way when venting to their girlfriends about something they're dealing with. They don't want a solution from their partner. They want to be heard/comforted. So it goes both ways. Maybe venting and wanting to be heard by your partner is more of a human trait than the gendered one people love to portray online. Louder. For the back of the room. Sneeze at the top of his lungs. Absolutely a prerequisite. Especially when becoming a father. Qley sniffs. Woo-wee. That one hurt. If it doesn't hurt, you ain't doing it right. I've learned a few things over the past decade I've known this woman. So I'll list the ones I think are useful. Don't focus on big gestures. I have a link to her Amazon wishlist in my Google Keep account, and I just tell her to put whatever books or small things she's interested in at the moment on her list. Then I just buy something every once in a while, and she gets a small, just because present that cost me $10 point. It lets her know I'm thinking of her, and sometimes that's all that matters. When she's complaining about her day, just let her get it out. She's not looking for advice or someone to fix it. She's just looking for someone to listen. Learn to cook. That's one of the best ways to her heart. One day she texted me that she was craving chicken and dumpling soup for dinner, so I made it when I got home from work. That was enough to make her night. I generally give her two options. Something that sounds good to me, and one of our go-to Mexican or Italian staples. Giving her the smaller choice and not having it be so nebulous as what sounds good seems to make it a lot easier for her to decide what she wants. I cannot stress this one enough. Date your wife. The effort you put in when dating shouldn't drop off because you're now married. You should still try to surprise her occasionally and keep the magic alive. Life gets complicated sometimes, and we tend to get complacent. It happens to all of us. But that's one of the reasons I do all of these things. Even when things are rough, she never thinks for even a second that I don't have her back. Try to be the first one to say I love you every day, not making it a race. Just in the morning, when I know she's gotten up. A quick text while I'm not running is all it takes. Same as most of the others. Just let her know you're thinking of her, and it'll make all the difference some days. All of these things are just what works for me. As long as I'm always thinking of her, I tend to do most of them second nature. But it is something I occasionally have to work at. That being said, I don't believe in soulmates. But she makes me question that occasionally. I couldn't build a better wife. So I sometimes feel that I've got it easy. He must be a cunning linguist. A silver tongue does come in handy. Not sure about tongue in the hand, but must have tongue. Hands are a perk. Empathy. That's not a husband skill. That's an everyone skill. Still the main skill for any husband, or any wife. So, everyone. Yes. Reorganizing the dishwasher. Every marriage has one partner who loads the dishwasher carefully, and one who loads it like a coked out raccoon. And everyone thinks they are the careful one. Oh, no, I'm definitely the raccoon. Fellow raccoon here too. It works out though. I cook and he does dishes. And on days when he is not around, the dishwasher just runs with fewer dishes inside of them. I want to add to the husband skills list, give back scratches. Especially needed when I'm on my period. It eases the pain, and it pacifies the raging hormones. Win-win. It's the same as the wife skills that every wife must have. To share the household workload in a fair and balanced effort. It's never going to be a clean cut. Every household is different. Every person likes and hates different things. And chores will always exist. It's not about gender roles or marriage roles. It's about finding a good balance that keeps the house moving forward without overloading one person or the other. The first thing we did when moving in together was figure out what chores we both hated and what chores we didn't mind doing. I hate cleaning bathtubs with a passion. My boyfriend doesn't mind at all. He doesn't mind doing a few dishes, but doesn't like doing cups and silverware. And I don't mind doing them. Other chores we split on when we would be doing them. He works nights so I vacuum. But I never wake up to a full trash, because he can easily take it out when he gets home. It's the first time in my adult life I haven't had to argue about chores. And it's one of the reasons I want to marry this man. Makes it easy too when you want to do something a little extra for each other. Do a bonus thing here and there, so they can rest a day. Then they turn around and do something extra for you. Never a requirement. Never expected. But always welcome. Unclogging a shower drain by actually pulling all the hair out. I wish I could give you an award for this. I'm fairly handy myself, and being the daddy's girl I was, my dad would have never let me become an adult without teaching me basic repair skills. On top of that, my career choices have led me to see some pretty gory / gross stuff, but my gosh, there is just something so viscerally, horrifically disgusting about the hair or gunk from a shower drain or sink that makes me almost vomit. When my husband cleans it out, I'm always so thankful for him. I'm always thankful for him. But even Marizo, when he cleans these out, because he does it without any fuss and just gets it done, it is impressive. Top tier husbanding. Opening jars. Run that test under hot water first. Source. Skinny a low bulk husband who still has to open the pickles for a cold air vacuum. Yes, if it's stuck via dried liquid, you've got to tap the lid against the counter. This breaks the glue that's sealing it. Being a safe space for her, and hearing, not listening as much as hearing. And when she says something that is working or upsetting her, you don't need to come up with a solution all the time. You need to know when to shut up and say, yeah, I hear you. What can I do to help? No solution, but what can I do to help? Genuinely curious. What's the difference here? To me, helping is the solution. If you need help, there's a goal or something or an end. How help, but not solve. Confused Neanderthal grunting. Some of these answers are so basic. Empathy, patience, listening, respect. These aren't husband skills. These are the most basic human skills. To function in society, a husband skill every husband needs is if his partner is sick / on vacation, the house is running properly while she's not able to participate. He should be able to get everything done in the house that she does without having to ask her for input. Included in this is parenting their shared children. The entire routine shouldn't fall apart because she's sick. He should know how to feed them, what time and how to put them to bed, what their allergies are. Yes, super basic. But these are skills a lot of husbands are lacking. 100% agreed, it's BS that some dads won't even do the basics. Honestly, the nights where it's just me and the kids, things tend to go smoother. Sometimes we tell the kids she has a doctor's appointment at bedtime, and she goes and takes a long bath. I also tend to take point from when I get home from work until they're asleep. I know being with them all day is exhausting. and it's good for us to have some daddy kids time. Sometimes it's frustrating, often it's exhausting, but it's almost always the best part of my day. You are a team. If you are trying to win an argument, then she is losing, so your team is losing. Spider removal. Had to scroll way too far for this answer. This is a one for sure. I'm 75 meters and was married 41 years until her death. A husband needs to learn when to stop worrying about who is the most right or wrong and just shut up and say yes, dear, or you are right, honey. I've know a lot of guys who get caught up in the competitive thing, who feel like they just gotta win everything, including some disagreement with their wives. Women do this too, but it is far more common with guys. Some guys, too many, seem to think they gotta prove how strong, smart, educated, etc. they are, more so than someone else. And when you are married and living together, guess who that someone else tends to be? Too often. Knock it off. For crying out loud. You don't have to debate every damn detail of everything, or try to have the last word every damn time, to prove your D is bigger than hers. Ask yourself, is this disagreement really just all that damn important? If you let her have her way, give her a chance to do something her way, which after all might work, is some serious problem going to result? Something break? Somebody get hurt? Nope. Then stop making a major battle out of trivial things. And if you were actually wrong about something, frigging admit it. Being able to admit you were wrong takes more inner strength of character than denying it, or trying to come up with excuses. From what I can see, everything here comes down to how to please her. But realistically, love is a two-way street. A man should be competent enough to live on his own, just like she should be, without relying on anyone, and together they simply make a stronger team. Being able to cook a quick comfort meal that she loves. It's a luxurious 3-cheese grilled cheese for my wife. Feeding my person when they are upset with something that immediately improves their mood has been a truly standout and invaluable skill in all of my relationships. Aside from the obvious listening / patience / loyalty answers that should go without saying. Actually liking their partner. This goes for everyone. Actually, regardless of gender and sexuality. Base your relationships on affection and respect, and choose partners you genuinely enjoy spending time with, and whose thoughts and feelings and opinions you value, and then make sure you treat them in a manner that conveys that respect and affection. The number of people I've met who seem to regard their partners with thinly veiled contempt is depressing. This isn't the 17th century and you're not a pregnant debutant who is desperate to save her reputation. You don't have to marry someone if you don't like them. And you don't have to stay married to someone if you don't want to. Be able to take care of me too when I'm sick. I mean, I was in the hospital and could use my back. He took care of me without me even asking. This seems like such a low bar, but based on the mountains of praise showered on me when I took care of my wife when she's had surgery and when she gave birth to our kids, I guess it isn't. I didn't feel like I was doing anything special. But apparently a lot of guys don't feel the need to take care of their wife, which is wild to me. You have no idea how many men use their wives just for their labor. Someone once told me, when the kids are sick, she takes care of them. When the man is sick, his wife takes care of him. But when she is sick, she needs to get up, cook, take the kids to school, etc. Knowing the true meaning of protect and provide is not just physical strength and money, but having the skills to protect and provide physically, emotionally, and spiritually to be a safe space for her. Well said, sir. Why, thank you. Not just a husband, but people in general. Skills I can point from personal experience, / changing a light bulb, / cooking at least something, / knowing where your electricity breaker and water valve are, / knowing basics of safety with tools and or equipment. And this goes for both men and women. For us, gas valve and how to turn it off. We had leak at ours, and I didn't know how to shut it off, so I woke up my husband. It didn't look like the water main. Believe your wife. Respect. Fix things occasionally and a lot of patience. I agree. We do need a lot of patience. Disposing of dead rodents that died by house cat or trap.